Well, good evening everyone. How's it all going? We are here for Season 3, Round 1 at FGT tonight for Round 1 of our GT3 World Challenge Season 3. We're here at Imola tonight. We're just currently watching Kieran Macy, who I believe was the first car out on track tonight. He's in the beautiful Formula GT Racing League livery, repping the team. Good luck to Kieran tonight. Behind him we've got Henry Tonts from the Togo Academy. Henry's first race with us here at FGT. Should be pretty good. We've got Matt Townsend here. He's one of the battlers from last year. or last season I should say. Also repping the Formula GT Racing team. You then got Luke Wilson, last season's second place. He switched cars this time though. He's now in a Mustang. Would you believe it? He was in the Lexus last season. So it should be pretty good this season. Got Luke Amari here in a BMW. Jory Schroer. Lucy Lewis-Sweet. Barry Hagen in that beautiful Police Scotland livery. He's not even Scottish, so it's a bit weird, but, you know, in the Bentley as well. Pretty bold choice. There's 2 Bentleys this weekend. You've got Barry and Finley, who is actually right behind him there. You can see him here. Finley has been singing the praises of this car quite a lot as we see him go wide. That's going to be an invalid lap for Mr. Finley here. Got Robert Bjorkman, last season's defending champion. Double champion in Formula GTRL. Formula GT Racing League, sorry. Season 1 champion, Season 2 champion, and now hopefully Season 3 champion if he can get it. But we'll see. Got Fabiano De Gennaro in the Lightning McQueen Porsche livery. What an awesome livery to have. You've got Umar Kromzik in the Racing Quest Ferrari 296. We have got some times coming through, but I will quickly just go through the field at the time. I won't go through the people. We've got Michael Poccomandi in the Abt Sportsline Lamborghini from the Nordschleife Langstrecken series. Should be a good year for him with this livery. Maybe we'll see some different liveries from him throughout the year, but will be good to see him in this one. We've then got Daniel Monduzzi from the F&R team in the Ferrari. Kevin Packery also got the Formula GT Racing team livery on in the McLaren. We've then got Olav Naheem in the Ferrari, so he's switched from Lamborghini to Ferrari this time. Leon Visperas in the BMW M4. A really, really pink livery. It was quite cool to be fair, but you've then got Baris Kakarel in the Antonian Racing M4. Aidan Burke in the Hunitron Audi R8 GT3 livery. Aidan's been racing with us in the GT4 series in the Audi as well, so good to see him in the Audi. You've got Vladislav Balakin in the Martini McLaren. I don't know what I think about that Martini livery on a McLaren. It's normally a Porsche livery, but you know, so what. You've got Seth Rocker in Porsche. Hunter Davis repping the Formula GT Racing team as well in the beautiful Mustang GT3. Hunter's been doing a lot for the team lately, racing in solo leagues and as well as endurance races with the team. So hopefully he gets some good results here today. Got Reece Aindale in the Toga Academy BMW, which is strange because he's not normally in the Academy, he's in the esports team. So you then got Stijan Donkowolke in the Ferrari 296. Can definitely see that he's got his nation's colours on that livery. Patrick Seigan in the team's RJN McLaren. Oliver Dudzik in the F&R BMW. Kevin Wetzel in the Lamborghini. Kieran Macy, I've just already spoken about. Drew Downing returns for his 3rd season. I think Drew's probably got to be one of the most consistent, well, not consistent, but frequently attending drivers in the league. So he's joining us for his 3rd season with us. We've got Leandro Reinho making his return in the Ferrari 296. Xander Tidmarsh, oh, just taking us out. Thank you. In a Hexa AF Racing BMW. We've got Jesus Aguilar Torrejon in a McLaren here. Quite a cool livery actually, quite a sort of retro-ish livery. You've got Hayden Sweet in the Toga Esports Lamborghini. It's a strong choice from Hayden to switch from something like the Bentley, the Beamer or the Porsche, which he's quite comfortable in, to Lamborghini, so we'll see what he can do with this. Preston Engelhardt in the Porsche. Wrong way, sorry. Ches wrecking. I mean, he probably will wreck. No, I'm joking. Repping the Formula GT Racing League as well in the Aston Martin. You've got Francesco Carella in the Honda NSX. You've also got Marvin Reisenhauer in the NSX as well with this beautiful Speedforce Sim Racing team livery. Got quite a few Hondas signed up this year, so will be interesting to see how they do. I'm pretty sure the BOP is pretty favourable to them, minus 21 kilos compared to everything else, which is not as much. Adam Kralowski in the BMW M4. Lucy Lewis-Sweet in the McLaren. Got Robert Bjorkman, Finley, Barry, Thomas Bossatelli. Now this is interesting because Bossatelli was in a McLaren in Season 1, switched to an Aston last season for Season 2, and he's now in the Mercedes. He's the only, I think, one of the only Mercedes. Actually, is he the only Mercedes? I think he is. Michael Mandy, Seth Rocker, Olaf 19, Michael Nikamari, Christian Woodke, Michael Savage in the 2 Seats Motorsport. Oh, there is another Mercedes, so we've got 2 Mercedes here this weekend. Matt Townsend, Richard Walters makes his return as well. He was in Season 1 and did pretty well, actually. He's in the Mustang though, so hopefully he should be pretty good. He's currently P2, so should be pretty good. Fabiano, we've spoken about. Leon, we spoke about. Jesus, we've spoken about. Hayden, Preston. Night Last making his return as well in this Greystone GT Racing livery. Marvin. Who haven't I looked at so far? Luke Wilson I've looked at. Oliver I've looked at. Patrick I've mentioned. Guilherme Goncalves returns in the Porsche. Pietro Becchia returns in the Audi as well. Good to see him back in the Audi. Got Artem Kudasov in the Audi as well. Stajan, Drew, Finley, Leandro, Kevin, Jesus. I think that's everyone. Doesn't seem like it, but I think we've got everyone. Which is awesome. But we do have 44 cars here tonight, which is absolutely epic. So let's go through the order at the moment as it stands. We've got Thomas Bossatelli in the Mercedes on pole at the moment with a 140.7. What a lap from Bossatelli here tonight. In second we got Richard Walters, only 0.05 off pole, who's followed by Luke Wilson in the Mustang, 0.1 off. Fabiano is 4th. So a good range of cars. Marvin Reisenhauer is currently 7th in the Honda at the moment. Becchia 8th in the Audi, the top Audi. Townsend currently the highest Aston Martin in 9th. Olaf the highest Ferrari in 10th. Robert Bjorkman in 12th. That's not where he would want to be. I would say that for sure. I'm definitely certain that he could be in that top few positions. Hunter Davis in 13th. Barry in 14th. Highest Lamborghini is Hayden at the moment. Oh no, Kevin Wetzel in 16th. Has just gone highest in the Lamborghini. Who is up on their time and is going to improve. Let's have a look at Robert Bjorkman. He's up on his time. It's 3/10 at the moment. Just seen Marvin's story from Speedforce Sim Racing, Round 1 of Formula GT Racing League, GT3 World Challenge and Honda debut. So good luck to Marvin and his entry. Oh, it looks like Robert's had a little bit of a check-up here. But yeah, good luck to Marvin. Good luck to all of our team drivers as well. Kieran Macy's currently P12 and he's up on his time as well. So is Monduzzi. De Genero is up on his time as well. Schroer is up on his time in the Aston as well. Everyone's up on their times at the moment. There's only 6 minutes left of this quali and there's only 20 minutes quali. So not too much time, but plenty of time for people to make some moves, I guess. But yeah, it's a very busy track, as you can see on the top right. A lot of cars and not a lot of space, but you know, these guys are really doing it. Fabiano has gone to P2 in the Porsche, but Bossatelli's done a 40.3, so he's currently 4 tenths clear in first position so far. Cheza said, guess whose monitor keeps blacking out every 20 or so minutes? Yeah, probably yours. But maybe you want to join me on comms? Wilson's gone to P2 in the Mustang, 0.3 off Bossatelli. Bossatelli's in the pits. He's just come out. Richard's also in the pits, as so is Fabiano. So maybe going out for another final run. Yeah, it looks like they've just gone back out. Marvin Reisenhau's improved to P6 now. Really good effort from him. Just trying to keep an eye on the chat as well as Discord and everything else. A lot going on at the moment. Luke Mari's improved to P3. What a result there. Some really fantastic times coming in. Still got 2 people to set a lap. But the gap is 4.47 seconds from first to last at the moment. So 42 people set laps and 44 drivers in total. Who's significantly up? Becky is up. So is Luca Mari, but we'll go with Becky in the Audi for certain. See if Becky can improve. He's currently 4 tenths up, nearly 5 tenths up, coming into this final sector. He's currently P12 overall. We'll be wanting to improve though for sure. 7 tenths now. Coming into the final couple of corners. He's going to come across the line, 7 tenths up on his time. This is going to put him about 4th, I would imagine. Goes 3rd. Wow, what a result there from Pietro Becchio. He's still got 2 minutes left, 3 minutes left. Oh no, he's bailing. Who's up on the time? Luke Wilson's up on his time. This will put him back up to 3rd. If he can keep this pace going. Coming into the final couple of corners here at Imola. Oh, big slide on the exit there. He's lost all of his time there. He bails, comes back into the pits. Marvin Reisenhauer. Let's see where our boy Mr. Hayden is. Oh, Hayden's bailing as well. Balaklin's up on his time. Currently 5/10 in the McLaren. 4/10 up into the final couple of corners. Looks like his car ahead of him might hold him up a bit. Oh no, he won't. He'll be fine. He'll just be getting that toe on this back straight, on this front straight. And he's currently in 31st. This will elevate him up pretty significantly, actually, to 22nd. That's a really big jump for Balaklin. Donker Walker is improving. He's 6/10 up in the final corner here. Just getting that slipstream from Richard Walters in front of him. See what he can do. 5/10 up, currently 24th. And this is going to vault him up to 18. So really good there for him. Matt Townsend is up in his time. Into Aqua Mineral. Less than a minute left of this qualifying session. So can these guys get another lap in is the question. Matt's currently P9. With 2/10 up on his time as well. So this should put him P6, I would imagine. Looking great, that Aston Martin GT3, especially in our Formula GT Racing Team livery. Only 1.5 up in his time, going from 9th to 6th. Robert Bjorkman 9th, that's not what he was expecting. Who's up on their time? De Genero's up on his time, coming on across the line, 7th to 3rd. Impressive there. Hunter Davis, 3/10 up on his time at the moment as well. 3/10 up, coming across the line very soon. He's currently P17. Where's this going to put him though? P13, not bad from him. Olav Naheem's up on his time in the first sector. Let's have a look at Richard Walters coming across the line very, very soon in the final corner. Very, very busy. 2/10 up, coming from 8th to 4th. Luke Wilson. What can Luke do? Well, Olav's in front, so I'm going to keep on Olav for now. Qualifying is officially over, so no more times can be set once crossing the line. So these are the final laps. Olav has invalidated, as has Luke Wilson, who is up on their time. Kevin Pekiri's up on his time, but he's already finished. Or has he? Not sure. Reese is up on his time at least. Let's have a look at Reese. Currently 34th at the moment. Into the final 2 corners of the track. Heading on to the final straight. Just in front of Olav there. Olav's going to bail and pit. This is 6/10 up for Reese, 34th. Where's it going to sit him? 29th. Sorry, 28th. That's pretty good. And I think that is everyone. Luke Wilson has gone pole. Final run. Luke Wilson has gone pole. Let's just see that final sector coming across the line. And he takes the pole off the session. A 40.2. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. But wow, what a race this is going to be. So let me just quickly get this replay saved. And then we will get into the race session in just a few moments. What did you guys think of the trailer that I've made? It's good, isn't it? Let's have a look at it again here tonight. And what perfect timing that was to end off that trailer. What an excellent lap from Luke Wilson there to get the pole for Season 3 opener. Look at this grid as well. Absolutely massive. So incredible. I'm so grateful for every single one of you for joining us for this race and this championship tonight. Looking in the chat, Luke's got a bit of ego, I guess you could say. He's just so easy. Okay, Luke, calm down. You won't be saying that when you get ballast next time, right? GG Luke, bruh, get this man some more ballast. Yeah, he might have to get some more ballast in some races. Reese has said getting a valid lap was a struggle. Yeah, I mean, considering that there is 43 cars around this track, which isn't actually that big compared to how many cars there are. Yeah, it's pretty rough, but still, you beat Hayden. You're in 28th, and Hayden's in 31st, so you definitely be battling each other. Eichwitz has said 34th with the 42.6. Man, you all are crazy. Yeah, a lot of very, very, very fast people in this lobby. We've had the privilege of having some really quick guys here tonight, as well as in previous championships and series that we've run. Michael saying Luke's a maniac. Barry saying 41.3 was the best I could do. Still a second off pole. Davide Mandalesi, welcome into the stream. Good to see you, Davide. Wow, Luke, what a lap time for pole. And the trailer looks slick as well. Thank you, Davide. Really appreciate it. Shame you're not racing with us, but good that you can join us tonight to watch the mayhem, you could call it. Anyway, let's run you guys through this grid of cars for Season 3. So you got Luke Wilson on pole, Thomas Bistatelli in second, Fabio in third, Luca Murray fourth, Richard Walters fifth, Marvin Reisenhauer in the Acura in sixth, Pietro Becchia seventh, Robert Bjorkman eighth, Matt Townsend ninth, Oliver Duditz in 10th, Olaf Nahin 11th, Monduzzi in 12th, Hunter Davis in 13th, Barry Hagen in 14th, Finley O'Reilly in 15th, so the two Bentleys together there. Schroer in 16th, Kieran in 17th, Don Kowalke in 18th, Visperas in 19th, Kurestov in 20th, Henry Tons in 21st, Goncalves in 22nd, Wetzel in 23rd, Balakin in 24th, Kromsix in 25th, Woodke in 26th, Carrea in 27th, Reese in 28th, Jesus in 29th, Kakirel in 30th, Hayden in 31st, Michael Poccomandi in 32nd, Seth Rocker in 33rd, Engelhardt in 34th, Burke in 35th, Lewis Sweet in 36th, Rainham in 37th, Kevin Pakiri in 38th, Knight Larson in 39th, Drew Downing in 40th, Michael Savage in 41st, Seigan in 42nd, and finally Tidmarsh in 43rd. So we seem to have lost one driver. Davide saying, I'm sure I'll be racing at some point once Uni's a little bit less busy. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. It can get busy at times, so completely agree that. But here we are, so heading to the start-finish line. And there might be a red flag, we'll see. Quite a few cars will have to be involved for there to be a red flag. I think it's about 8 cars, so we'll see what happens. But let us know who you're watching tonight, who you're supporting. let's get this race underway as Luke Wilson is going to accelerate up into turn 1. Look at the chaos all behind already. A good start there from Thomas Bossatelli as well. Fabio's got a good start as well. Are we going to see some chaos in the back? Oh, we've got some cars off. And we've got a car backwards. That's Lucy Lewis-Sweet there in last position, who has been spun around but keeps going. Luke Wilson still holding on to that pole position as we head into sector 2. Just look at that massive field up behind as well. Drew Downing there. Oh, some more chaos behind. What's happened here? Who's that? That's Aidan Burke, I think, stuck on the inside of the corner there. There he is. So Aidan's dropped to last at the moment. But Thomas Bossatelli still putting that pressure onto Luke Wilson with Fabio. They've pulled out the gap a bit from Luke Amari, but look at Marvin Reisenhauer. He's on the right off the back of Luke Amari. Can we see Marvin Reisenhauer make a move on that BMW? Look at Townsend as well. Really good job there from Townsend. Oh, we've got Hunter Davis in the wall. Let's have a quick look at what happened here. So heading into the final couple of corners. Gets tapped on by Olav Nyheim. Is that from behind? That's not going to be good for Olav. But neither is it good for Hunter Davis. He's currently stuck in 28th position now after a really good start. So disappointing for him. But hopefully he can gain some places back throughout the rest of this. Matt Townsend up, obviously. Richard Walters has dropped a little bit as well. Interesting to see what had happened there. Look at that slide from Robert Bjorkman just behind. Monduzzi versus Barry Hagen. Once again, we see it again in Season 3. Looks like Barry Hagen's made some places. Kieran's making places as well. Just overtaken Guilherme Goncalves. Reese also making positions up. Now into 20th, 19th even. After starting 28th or so. Hayden Sweet also making good progress at the moment. Currently up to 22nd. He's got another Lamborghini just right behind him. But look at all of this chaos. We'll have a look at this. Oh, Reese goes for a move on the inside. They do make contact. But Reese has got the inside, so he'll definitely make this pass happen. Oh, and he gets taken out. Taken out by Visperas there. So Reese off into the gravel there. That looked like a bit of contact there. Let's have a look. Just turned across, perhaps. That'll be something for the stewards to have a look at later on once the race has finished. But as we continue, Finney O'Reilly overtaking Goncalves into turn 1. Can he get that Bentley around the outside of Goncalves? But look at Kudesov in the Audi. He's right there as well. Going for these defensive moves is Goncalves, but can Finley get this position made early on? Only 5 minutes off this race already completed, but still lots to go. Kudesov trying to get that position as well. It looks like the top 3 are sort of checking out from everyone else here. De Janeiro, Bossatelli and Luke Wilson. 1.7 seconds back to P4 at the moment. Robert Bjorkman on the back of Dudzik at the moment in the BMW and the McLaren. Reese has made up another position though after that unfortunate circumstances. as Jesus has gone past Hunter. So Hunter's become the hunted, not the hunter. Sorry, I had to do it. I had to. Look at this Bossatelli, 0.1 behind Luke Wilson at the moment. He's going to go on the outside here. Luke Wilson doesn't give him that room though. Forces him to take a different line. Reese is making quite a few positions up again as well. So really good effort there from Reese. As it looks like Goncalves is in the gravel there. So Finley, Kudesov and Visperis have made positions up. You can see them in the background there, still off track. So Kudesov got some good pace here for Finley. Kieran looks like he's got a little bit of damage on that car, maybe. Maybe not. But Bjorkman has lost a position to Dudsik. Can he get it back? Only time will tell. Michael's made a position up on Engelhardt here for P31. Look at Kevin as well. Good progress from Kevin here. Keeping his nose clean. He's got Hayden Sweet right behind him, who's going to be charging. No team orders though. So looks like there's a big gap between the cars at the back here. Did Hayden get involved in an incident perhaps? Must have done. He was up into 20 something at one point. Hunter Davis making up positions as well. Trying to get back up to where he started. DeGenero's dropped back significantly now as well from Bossatelli and Luke Wilson. But look at Luke Amari, he's really there. Marvin Reisenhauer, 2.2 seconds back from the top four. And look at Matt Townsend right there as well. Battle here between Schroer, Naheem and Barry's going to insert himself into this battle as well. See what Barry can do in the big Bentley. Michael's dropped down a bit. I would assume he's been involved in an incident with perhaps Engelhardt. As we see 3 wide here. Oh, that was a bit of contact there from Kevin Pakiri. Can Kevin make this position up on the Ferrari in front? He's got Hayden Sweet right behind him now. Alongside even now. Make sure there's racing room. Hayden's getting a sniff up the bum from Engelhardt in the Porsche. Probably getting the signal to go, go, go. And Kevin takes that wide. He doesn't take that curb very well. Hayden's got this on him, and so might Engelhardt as well. Engelhardt's got the inside here, so he's going to go for it. Hayden's made the position though. Hayden's on a charge. But look, Porsche's on the inside there. Hayden's going to leave the room. Maybe he can get the straight line speed. This is going to be this is like a DRS train here at Imola. Hayden's going on the inside for turn 1, but it's going to be bold for Kevin to do the same. Can he do the same? He doesn't. He slots him right behind, but Hayden gets the position back from Engelhardt here. Good move there from Engelhardt, and respectful racing there from Hayden as well. Really good battles here though. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars for position here. Just saw one of the McLarens in the background have a little bit of a moment. That was Lucy Lewis Sweet in the McLaren, the white McLaren you can see just there. But as we go, Thomas Pastelli still with Luke Wilson. There is a pit window in this race, 15 minutes long for fuel and tyres. 75-minute race, so we've only done 10 minutes off this race so far, but it's all been epic. Fabio currently has the fastest lap of the race. I'm sure Luke will be able to defeat that feat in a moment as well, as Fabio goes off track there, so he's going to get put into the reign of Mari at the moment. And look at Matt Townsend and Marvin Reisenhauer in the background. Becky has got a good gap. Richard has dropped quite a bit actually from where he started. Where did he start? He started in P5, so he's dropped 3 positions in this race so far in the first 10 minutes. But still on the back of Pietro Becchia, hoping for a good result. Bjorkman on the back of Duditz. McLaren looks a bit squeamish here at Imola compared to the Beamer, which looks a little bit stronger in fact. A little bit more stable across the whole track. We got Visperas and Kudasov, so Finley O'Reilly's built pretty big gap to Kudasov in the Audi. Kieran Macy on the back of Monduzzi here for P14 and P15, as Barry's still in this big battle, this three-way battle. Let's have a look at our team members, how they're doing. So we've got Matt Townsend currently P6. Dropped back a little bit from Marvin Reisenhauer this lap. We've got Kieran Macy in 15th position. Hunter Davis in 25th. Obviously had a bit of damage from that first lap. Kieran O'Macy, yeah, sorry. But he's in 25th currently. Trying to make his way up. We've got Kevin in 33rd, so he's doing pretty well as well. I think we've had a retirement from Reece Aindow. I think a bit of the standards in this first race are always a little bit chaotic and maybe not up to scratch all the time, but hopefully Laguna Seca, which is the next round in next weekend, will be better. Looking at the contact sheet, there has been currently 46 instances of contact in these first 15 odd minutes. But as it stands currently, we've got tonight Imola, next weekend we've got Laguna Seca. We've then got week break, where we will head to Nürburgring on the 27th. 3rd of November we've got Suzuka. Then a couple of weeks break, a week break. 17th of November we've got Rebel Ring. Then on to Oulton Park on the 24th. A week break for the first week of December. Then Kyalami on the 8th of December. And then the season finale at Spa-Francorchamps on the 15th of December, which will be a 90-minute race compared to the 75-minute races that we're doing this time. We've decided to lower the... Oh no, what's happened here? Someone is stopped on the track. Is that Richard? Yeah, Richard's been involved with an incident. Let's have a look here. Oh, that looks like 3 cars coming together there and just everyone trying to slot through. Oh, what was that for? Tap on the second bit. Not acceptable. But getting back going. But this is going to really upset some positions. That Richard Walters already on the back of him as well. Just looking through all the disconnects we've had. So we've had Reese disconnect. Stygian disconnect as well. Seth Rocker. I think that's it so far who have disconnected. But still the race goes on. Thomas Bossatelli's gap to Luke Wilson now is nearly 2 seconds, and he's got Fabio right behind him. Fabio's going to go for a position here, is he? Make it around the outside. No, he sticks behind. Gets a better exit. And Luca Murray just right there as well. Great to see that we've got 9 different manufacturers in the top 9. Absolutely incredible. I've dropped a few places now as well. Gaps are sort of starting to even out. Got this big train of cars here. Got a few more cars disconnected. Looks like. Not too sure. Triple personalities in the YouTube chat says let's go 444. 444 is currently 34th in the Lamborghini. Must have been involved in some sort of incident. But continuing on, Hayden Sweet up into 28th now. He's got a little bit of gap, free air at the moment, so hopefully this means that he can make up some places later on during the pit stop window. Kieran Macy on the back of Shura. 2 Aston Martins versus each other. Barry's made it up into 8th, incredibly. What a great result there from him. And Finley O'Reilly in 12th in the sister Bentley. Richard Walters on the back of Dudix still. Both of them go very, very wide there. Let's look a look here at Goncalves. Hustling on in that Porsche. Gaps are sort of equaling out at the moment. Laps coming in fast and thick. Fabio still with the fastest lap of the session, and Thomas was only 1.5 seconds behind Luke Wilson now. And it looks like that gap's always increasing or decreasing. Richard Walters still on the back of Dudick. See what we can do here. Don't go too wide here. As we see Christian Wurtke get past Balaklin. Can Balakin get something in return in that Martini liveried McLaren? Doesn't look like it. Surprisingly, no red flag for that start, so that's really good. Good job. Not enough cars involved, I guess. But look at this, Pietro Becker on the inside of Finley O'Reilly. Finley's got that Bentley speed though. He's going to be on the outside for turn 1 and turn 2. So will he be able to hold the position? I don't think so. There's a little bit, have a look. Look, he puts his nose in for the inside, but he can't get it in time. Can he get it on the exit though? He's pushing really hard, he is. We do have yellow flags for the leader, who's going to pass a Mercedes, I believe. So hopefully the Mercedes gets out of the way. There we go. Somewhat unpredictable moments there from the lapped Mercedes. Oh, nearly takes out the Porsche there. Thankfully, they don't collide. Kieran's closing in on Schroer here. I believe this is one of the closest gaps. No, this is the closest gap at the moment. I cannot speak today. This is why I need you, Chaz. Is this going to be Jesus on the back of Christian Woodgate? They go side by side. Jesus thinks properly. And look at Henry Todd coming in to take the position from the McLaren. He's on the inside now. That could have been a pretty big incident, but really kept on there. Now the gap's closed to Luke Wilson, probably through that traffic. Luke Wilson has dropped a bit of a pace and he's now 0.6 in front of Bossatelli, who is 2 seconds ahead of Fabio. Luke Wilson trying to get no slipstream from the Mercedes at all. Looks like Kieran's had a little bit of an issue here. Let's have a quick replay here. Or just outbrakes himself and puts him into the gravel a little bit. Finley's on the back of Becchia again. Look at Richard Walters right behind him as well. Looks like Richard went a little bit off there. What can Finley do here for P12 off the race? 15 minutes to go. Already had 25 minutes off this race already, which is incredible. It's gone by so quickly. 14 laps currently set by leader Luke Wilson. Pocamandi on the back of Engelhardt here. Looks like he nearly was going to send a move on the Porsche there. Didn't. And he's going to get the position here, is he? He's going to back out. He's going to back out for this time. But he's right on the back bumper here. He's going to make a move here on the inside, around the inside. Has he messed it up though? He's messed it up. Michael Pocamandi goes for a move but messes it up. Let's go back to Finlay O'Reilly with Richard Walters closing in as well. I'm not actually sure what time the pit window opens. Oh, and contact there for Michael Pocamandi on back of Engelhardt. Thankfully it doesn't make the Porsche spin, but Michael loses a lot of time there. And that's going to be dangerous for him. So you see Henry Tonts here on the back of Christian Woodke. We'd just like to remind everyone there will be post-race interviews available for anyone who has competed in this race. It'd be great to talk to some of you guys, see how your race went and all of that. So please do join the waiting room after the race and I'll have a quick chat with you. Good to have possibly the winners, I guess, and anyone else who wishes to talk about how their race went. Look at this battle though. Visperas is closing in on Finlay O'Reilly and Becchia, and they've also closed in on Dudzik. It's going to be a 5-way battle even, because Olaf Nyheim is right there behind them as well. Bossatelli's dropped back a little bit from Luke Wilson from the lead, but Fabio's catching up a bit as well. Marvin Reisenauer going well in the Honda in P5 at the moment. Got a move here for position. Porsche versus BMW. Wide for Goncalves there. There's Henry Tonts right on the back of Christian Woodke. Can he make a move? Doesn't seem so this time. Pit window's open. There we go. So here is the moment that people can start to pit. As we have Aidan Burke coming to the pits. Who have we got behind him? Kevin Pikiri comes right in as well to take advantage of the early pit stop. So has Bossatelli from second place. So he's taken the early pit stop too. Mari as well. Reisenhauer stays out. Townsend stays out. Robert stays out. What's Barry going to do? He's the next person to come across the line. So currently 3 people in the pits. Sorry, 5 people in the pits. Michael's pitted as well. Barry doesn't pit. Will Kieran pit or Munduzzi? No, they don't pit. Neither does Richard. Shower's coming in, as is Dudzik. And Leon. Will Vladislav Balkin come in? Probably not. Goncalves, no. Hunter comes in immediately. Most likely a good decision to get rid of this damage that he's got trundling around with him. Jesus doesn't pit. Hayden comes in. He's got a little bit of damage on that front of the car, I think he has, but he'll definitely be wanting to get it gone. Will any of these guys come into the pits? Nope. Oh, Carella comes into the pits. As we see Luke also coming to the pits after lapping Drew, sorry. And is that Fabio? That was Fabio, wasn't it? Yeah, Fabio is now the leader in the Lightning McQueen car. Michael said in the chat, well, that's me dead. What happened, Michael? Marvin currently second overall before the pits have finished. Matt third. Decent from him. Robert fourth. Oliver coming out. Barry's going to be fifth. He's not pitted yet either. Still 12 minutes off this pit window to go. So where is Luke in relation to... Luke stopped. What's happened to Luke? That's not normal, is it? Something's happened to Luke. Or has it? Let's have a look at how long he was stopped for. He was stopped for 31 seconds. It's not that long, but will still lead as the first person across out of the pits. Braked into turn 1 and the Porsche hit me in the rear. Spun into the wall and got 40 seconds of repair. That will do it. But anyway, Luke down to 19th now from pit stops. Look at this, Matt Townsend getting pressured on from Rob Bjorkman here. Will either of them come into the pits this time round? Matt comes in. Robert stays out. As we got big damage there for Lucy Lewis Sweet on the main start straight. Barry Hagen's going to come through. Kieran Macy 5th at the moment. Really good job from Kieran. Well, Michael, who are you supporting now that you're at the race? Apart from Luke, because I know you're going to say Luke. Apart from Luke, who are you supporting? You've got Henry Taunts on the back of Woodcase still. Got Cromix behind. And then Hayden Sweet, who's a lap down, but he's already done his pit stop, so he'll wanting to be getting past these guys and getting some more pace, I would reckon. Fabio has come into the pits. Reisenhauer has also. Bjorkman comes into the pits. Oh, it looks like he might have got a little bit too fast into the pits there. Stop go 30 for Beckier. Beckier with a stop go 30. That would be for speeding in the pit lane. Barry Hagen's going to lead the race. Barry Hagen leading the race in the beautiful Bentley. Here tonight, Season 3, Round 1 at Imola. Richard Walters hasn't pitted yet either. Neither is Finley. Do like this livery. It's definitely reminding me of the Academy Mustangs that race in British GT. Obviously they're GT4, but still the same new chassis. But this GT3 looks lovely, and the American flag on the back looks and makes the part, I would imagine. So, who has not pitted? Luke Wilson is currently 11th, just behind Fabio after pit stops. So this is going to be really interesting to see what Luke can do in response to Fabio. Bjorkman's got a stop go 30. I thought I saw him speeding into that pit, and I was correct. So Robert will have to come back in to serve that stop go 30 very, very, very soon. Beckier currently serving his stop go, I would believe. Barry's in the pits. Richard in the pits as well. Finley right behind. Doesn't go in. Naheem comes in though. Kudesov stays out. It's Woodke, the next car, who will need to pit if he wants to. Woodke comes into the pits as well. So does Kromzik. So Henry stays out. Will inherit third position. Jesus stayed out as well. Oh! Is that Luke? Was that Luke I just saw who had a moment there? Yes, it was. He was being blocked by a back marker. Nearly lost it. Nearly lost it. That will be interesting to steward at a later date. Who was that? That was McLaren. Balakin? Yeah, Balakin. Lucy Lewis has been disqualified. I wonder why. Good evening.
I wonder how.
How are you doing? Obviously not good because you had to abandon racing, but...
I'm doing good under the circumstances.
Of course. What I'm
Just a bit annoyed. Of course, I was doing fairly okay for my personal PB at least. I know that I had a 45 and most likely a 44 in me as well. But
yeah, that's not too bad.
No, but stuff happens.
Yeah.
You know, that's racing. Happens to real life racing guys as well.
Absolutely, man. Wow, we've got quite a few stop and goes and drive-throughs tonight, haven't we? We've got Christian Woodke with the stop-go, 30. Robert Bjorkman had one. Pietro Becchia had one. So quite a few of them coming through. Obviously, people haven't got the right mind for getting onto the pit limiter, I guess. What would you call that, Jez?
Say that again, please.
What would you call not getting into the right speed coming into the pits?
Certified skill issue.
Yeah, thought so. Oh, is my stream not working again? Love it.
It's running. I can see Luke.
Love it. Yeah, did you see that moment with Luke and that back marker? That was pretty rough. Matt Townsend, what's happened to Matt? He's dropped down to 33rd now. He's running so well, so maybe he got stop-go or drive-through or something, and he's just deciding to stay in the pit. So let's have a look at the stats. He's currently been stopped for 1 minute 31. Did he get involved
that's
in an incident?
He has some damage to the side of his car, it looks like.
He does, but I don't know. That's not that much. It doesn't look that much.
No. No, God, no.
In
shouldn't be enough for well over 1 minute.
Yeah, exactly. What goes into service stop go right in front of Townsend there. Philly O'Reilly's in the.
You know, it could be the good old toilet run.
Could be the toilet run, but don't know why you'd want to do that in a league race. Not a great choice, is it?
When nature calls.
Nature calls, you hold it in. So.
Or you have a jug.
Yeah, or you have a jug or a glass or something, or a bottle or something like that. We don't talk about my experiences of doing that in races.
No, we're true gamers here. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, of course. So, Luke Wilson currently P2. Brake pedal broken for Matt. That's not good at all. Yeah. Well, I hope he gets that fixed for next round. Shame not to have him finish the race. Finley's out of the pits now. You know who I'm really impressed with? Barry Hagen.
Yeah.
Where did he start this race? He started P14. He's currently up 8 places on his qualifying position. Up into 6th position at the moment. Absolutely incredible. I mean, other people who've really gone up the grid are Risperas in P11 at the moment, up 8 places as well. Kudesov up 8 places from 20th into 12th. Jesus up 12. Barris up 12 as well. Drew Downing up 17, but he's currently in the pit, so he'll be dropping in a little few. Reinho up 13. 15 now. And he's got the leaders coming through him now. Night Last up 12 as well. He started 39th. There's only 35 left in this race. Looks like we've lost Henry for some reason. I think. Oh no, Henry's in the pits. He might be stopped for. Oh, he's DSQ'd. Ah, great. Remove that for him. Reminder, please don't type in chat though, Matt.
But yeah, a broken brake pedal would definitely explain the issues.
Absolutely, yeah. Such a shame, but hopefully next time is better.
The window is
Pit window is closed, so everyone looks like they've finished their pit stops. Bjorkman is 21st now, currently battling with Goncalves. Robert Bjorkman got that stop-go for speeding in the pits as well, I would assume. So, such a shame there for him. For Henry, pit limiter sign was gone. Ah. That would do it.
That'll do it. That'll definitely do it.
If possible, Henry, can you please open a ticket to report that? And we'll have a look to see who took it out, because stuff like that is slap ban penalties. But yeah, such a shame that you got DSQ'd. I did un-DQ you, but obviously no point running elsewhere after a disappointing race. But please do open that ticket, and thank you for racing with us today. Hopefully see you next week and it will be a lot better. Obviously we're at Laguna Seca. We really tortured. We really like torturing people, don't we, Jez?
We do.
Oh,
we have a decent bit of history trying to
force silly things for people to do. I mean,
yeah.
Take a look at the GT4 series with only how many contact there between Kudasov and Finley O'Reilly. People have been complaining about the tyre situation in the GT4 series. Obviously, we've given what is it? So there's 2 races, 1 quali and a practice. So we've given 3 sets for the quali, the practice, and the first race, and then 2 sets for the second race, which I think is more than enough.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
But you know, people don't want that, so we'll take it with a bit of salt. Michael said, "Yes, you guys do." Yeah, we do. Clearly. Look at this, Finley O'Reilly. Whoa! What's happened to Daniel Monduzzi here? Let's have a quick look here. Oh, doesn't go back enough, but he's gone straight into that barrier. Yeah, no worries, Henry, though. If I see someone disqualified, I'll always try and get it sorted out as soon as possible. Yeah, Finley O'Reilly back on the gas pedal here with Kudasov in front and Schroeder in front. You know who I'm also really impressed with? Take a guess.
Not a clue.
Kieran Macy.
Nice. Where is he currently?
He's currently P8.
That's impressive. That's good.
So, the highest Formula GT driver at the moment. Obviously, we've had Hunter Davis and Townsend have a few issues. Kevin's currently P30. I think I did see him just have a little moment just before. So, not too good for them guys, but still going on. But yeah, Finley O'Reilly in P13. He's got drive-through now, so that would be for track limits, I would assume. Very, very busy here. We've got 4 cars within a second here.
I may and may not have found a solution to my problems.
Go see a therapist.
Oh, well. Too expensive. Too expensive. This is a cheap solution. I just don't play ACC because it seems to only be when I'm on ACC.
Fair enough.
I think high-end simulators like ACC, for example, draw more power from my PC than for some reason my PC can handle with this monitor, because it's a ultra-wide 1440p. It could be that my graphics card just doesn't handle it well enough.
Perhaps. It looks like Schroer's got a drive-through as well, so Schroer and Finley O'Reilly, who are both battling for position, both got drive-throughs and in to serve them at the moment.
just playing other games. Just messing around. I know AC works perfectly fine, but those aren't as demanding.
Yeah.
Either. So.
Well, as long as you know, Euro Truck Simulator still works.
Yeah. We can hope. What I am doing currently, though, is, for some weird reason, because I don't know why, I am setting my mouse wheel up for emulation, so I can play a bit of older Gran Turismo game.
Ooh.
So,
It's a really good battle here between Kudesov and Visperas. Daniel Monducci is going to get himself involved in a moment as well. Who's in that pit? That is night last. What's happening tonight here tonight? Not sure. Well, it looks like Monducci's just got past, and Kudesov has just gone off into the future. Dudik's. Oh, contact between Dudix and Visperas. The two beamers come together, and they collect Kevin Pikiri. Look at this. So the two come together ahead of him. And then doesn't hold his brakes, rejoins, takes out Kevin. That's slapband penalty, isn't it, Mr. Cheese, Mr. Chesman? Can't hear you, by the way. I think my Discord's broken. Again. Hear me. Sorry, Chaz. Give me 1 second. Hello.
hello.
Sorry, I think Discord's having a little bit of a moment for me tonight.
A typical Discord.
Typical Discord moment, absolutely. Well, Luke Wilson currently 1.5 seconds behind Fabio with 20 minutes remaining. What can he do? What do you think he can do? He's got plenty of space to Bossatelli behind, 3.4 seconds at the moment. But what do you think that Luke Wilson can do to get that position from the other drivers?
I mean, drive faster. That always works.
Yeah. Here we got Munduzzi on the back of Kudesov. This is literally the closest battle at the moment. Maybe even this is closer. That's the thing with these sort of races, they sort of even out after a while of running. Hunter's done a really good job at gaining positions again. He's started in 13th and he's now in 15th. So, you know, really good result for what happened after an awful start, really.
Yeah.
How long was Fabio's pit stop? Fabio's pit stop was 32 seconds. Luke's was 31. And the time going in the pits was the same. So 1 minute 14 for both of them. So not really sure how come Fabio's been able to get ahead from him. But all Luke needs to do is get a little bit more pace and then push, I guess. Fabio's got the fastest lap at the moment. So we'll have to see what happens. Yeah, overcut worked. I mean, he started P3, I believe. So, pretty good start from him. I don't actually know what not penalty system, point system we're using for this. Are we using the same one as last season? I would assume.
No, I don't remember.
Oh. Should probably check that, shouldn't we then?
Yeah.
We'll speak
Maybe
about it afterwards. Robert Bjorkman's making up positions now, but he's got the leader right behind him, so gonna get lapped by Fabio. Maybe Bjorkman might help Luke out here and hold Fabio up. Perhaps could happen.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I know that Luke and
sorry, I'm a little bit distracted.
That's fine. Hayden Sweet's got a drive-through for track limits, I would assume. But what can Robert Bjorkman do to stop Fabio winning this race and letting Luke Wilson win? I know they're pretty good friends, so see what can happen. They are going through traffic though, so it's going to be tough for all of them to go and make a move or gain some positions. Still quite a big gap between the two, so maybe Robert's got some more pace than Fabio at this point. I mean, last lap for Fabio's was 41.2. Robert Borgman was a 41.5. So they're pretty similar paced. Luke is was also faster that last lap, so he's caught up a little bit there. And Duxi's still on the back of Kudesov here. Keep an eye on this battle for now though. For P1, Luke's got it within a second now. '85 collisions so far during this race, so quite a few. Hayden Sweet's finished his drive-through and he's come out P23. Got Engelhardt right on the back of him now though. Really closing that gap, isn't it, Luke? Was quicker last lap. I'm sure he's going to be quicker this lap as well. I would expect. Let's see what they do coming across the line. It's going to be a 41.3 and a 41.2. So yeah, Luke Wilson significantly quicker. Well, not significantly quicker, but pretty quicker. Pretty much quicker than Fabio coming into this final 12 minutes off the race. Oh, and it looks like there's been contact with Kudesov and Wupke there. Maybe a back marker was involved there as well, but they stay out of the way. Look at this. 0.8 now as they come into a section off the track. Finley O'Reilly's got another drive-through. Finley, what are you doing? Bit wide there for Fabio on the exit there. Wilson seems to be a little bit more stable. Marvin Reisenhauer's on the back of Murray. And he lets him go. He just lets him go like that. So Marvin Reisenhauer up to P4 now. It's going to be a great position for Marvin. Especially because the top three get success ballast for the next race. Getting held up by a bit of traffic there. Luke Wilson now 0.6. Luke was fast by 0.5 that lap, so 0.5 between them. Can Luke do this? I think he can.
11 minutes remaining. I guess we'll find out soon enough.
If you are watching as well, please do make sure you check out our GT4 Championship that's running tomorrow evening. We've got, I think, 5 more weekends left of that. 5 or 6 weekends left of that. We're at Alton Park tomorrow, so please do join us if you can. Just head over to our sim grid. I'll pop out a link in the channel, in the chat in just a second. So please do join us. And the gap now is 0.4, so really, really tight between the two leaders here. Heading into the final 10 minutes of this race. Bjorkman's still ahead of them both. So Bjorkman has got the good pace, but getting that stop-go 30 is not ideal for a championship hopeful. Track limits for Fabio, possibly. I mean, we'll see it very, very soon if he gets a drive-through. Luke Wilson should also keep an eye on those as well. He doesn't want to get a taste of his own medicine, you could call it. But yeah, please do feel free to check out our GT4 season. Oh my god, we're going too wide here. Luke Wilson's gone around the outside with that that Ford Mustang.
But he's not going to make it.
He's going to make it around the outside, and contact was made. Fabio spins out.
I do wonder if contact was actually made or if he just spun himself.
I want to say contact was made. Let's have a look. Quick replay for this.
Beautiful livery.
Absolutely. Luke Wilson coming up on the inside here. Sorry, the outside, sorry. And then look in here. Contact was made, but I don't think it's on Luke.
That's a racing incident. That is the most unlucky spin that I have ever seen.
Yeah. But what's that done?
And also,
is it's put Fabio in P3. Marvin Reisenhauer only 8 seconds behind. I don't think he's got the pace to get up to Fabio, but Luke Wilson is going to take the first win of the season, I would reckon. 3 seconds gap back to Thomas Bossatelli in second in the Mercedes, but I don't think Bossatelli's got enough to take this win from him. What do you think?
I think Luke has it.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna get away with this now. I think he has the pace.
He's had the pace the whole race, I think, but Fabio's still going to take that point or points for fastest lap. Depends what point system
as it stands now. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, considering at the moment we've currently got 31 cars still trucking it round this beautiful circuit tonight, it's a lot of points that could be on offer. Barry Hagen's got pressure from Richard Walters behind. Bentley versus Mustang. Better placed off the Bentleys as well, with Finley O'Reilly back down in 22nd. We'll keep an eye on that gap with Luke Wilson and Bossatelli, see what happens there. Reisenhauer has caught about a second up on Fabio. Quite a cold track today, isn't it? We chose some quite low temperatures for this session, but it seems to be good. All the guys are pretty up to it. Gap is still about 3 seconds for Luke and Bossatelli at the moment. Gap from Fabio to Reisenhauer has increased as well, so back up to 8 seconds. Fabio is going to be really upset with that move, but I think it was self-inflicted, don't you think? Not much that Luke could do. So Robert Bjorkman on the back of Hunter Davis as well. Both of these guys trying to get positions gained from what they've lost in throughout the race, with 5 minutes left to go of this race. There he goes. Robert goes for the move on Hunter Davis. Gonna have the outside. Looks like Hunter's let him go though. Fair enough. And Luke is just right behind them. Richard right on the back of Barry as well now. I do hope that we get Luke in to speak with us after the race. After such a strange race, to be fair. But what can Richard Waters do here? Catching up a lapped car here as well. Gap is still about 3 seconds for Bostelli and Luke, and Marvin Reisenhauer's got to 10 seconds now, so 2 seconds lost in the past few minutes. 3 minutes left of this race. And this is pretty much the closest battle. Rich has dropped a little bit back. Hunter Davis still on the back of Robert Bjorkman, but not going for a position. Becky on the back of Burke. Two Audis versus each other here. Looks like Matt Townsend's back out on track now. So good effort from Matt to fix his pedals during the race.
Yeah. He did what I couldn't.
Yeah. Walter's back on the back of Barry now. I think that's Matt Townsend going back into the pits to serve that stop go. We'll check for Chad. All good. Goncalves on the back of Caracal. Or Kakirel? Kakirel? I don't know. Bjorkman's closing in on Kremix, sorry. Finley spun it at some point. There he is. Watch out, Finley. You got cars coming past you. Good boy. So leader is on final lap now. Minute left of this race. Luke Wilson. I was going to say Robert Wilson, but that's not even a person, is it?
Not in here, at least.
Luke Wilson chasing down Robert Bjorkman here to lap him. Robert's not going to want to be lapped, but it might have to happen. Oh, look at that slide from Bostelli right behind him in the Mercedes.
Just 15 minutes, seconds.
15
Jesus Christ,
minutes.
15
Wow.
seconds. Hey, I'm delayed, okay?
Delayed, yeah. Yeah, 6 seconds left of this race, but it's not going to be enough for another lap for Luke.
3,
So.
2, 1. Scammer gets scammed. What?
Luke,
No, never mind.
Luke has overtaken Robert Bjorkman. Naheem's in the pits. What is that about? Not sure what's happened there for Naheem. He's going to drop a few places though. Here we go for a move into the chicane.
Oh,
Marvin
no,
Reisenhauer
I
trying to
didn't
get
make it
through
stick.
as well. He's going to be lapping them. Look
And the
at Freddie
Porsche
in
is
the
through.
background. Porsche is through.
Is that a Honda?
Yeah, it's a Honda, mate.
Oh, wow.
Luke Wilson's going to come across the line to win round 1 at Suzuka? Imola. Bossatelli
Imola.
second. Fabio comes across the line as well. P3, not what he was expecting, but so be it. Marvin Reisenhauer coming across the line as well. Great first race for Marvin Reisenhauer. Such a unfortunate circumstances last season. Mari's coming across the line. Hagen's going to come across the line, fending off Richard Walters, who has been showing the pace all week, really, throughout the week in practice sessions. Hopefully we can get Luke Wilson onto the stream for a quick interview if he is listening. Barry fends off Richard Walters for P6. Kieran Macy's going to come across the line. An incredible 8th position for Kieran. Really, really great position for him. Starting off 17th. So what a race there for Kieran Macy. Monduzzi will be next in the order. Not sure what happened there to Olav, but coming into pits on the final lap of the race and then not being able to cross the line properly. Hayden's going to come across the line as well in 21st, fending off Engelhardt behind him. Good first race for Hayden. And I think the last one to come across the line is Cromix in that Ferrari. And there we go. Wow. Well, what a race was that. That was fantastic. I genuinely don't know what to say, really. That was such an amazing race. So action-filled and really, really interesting. But anyway, well done to everyone. Really great result for all the drivers there tonight. 45 starters and finishing with 31. So
That's impressive.
really good stuff, but a lot of people could have got better, but you know, so be it. Let's just get a message out for people to join for the post-race interview. Kieran's waiting, so let's have a listen to Kieran. Good evening, Kieran.
Hello.
How was that for you?
Tiring.
I can expect that. That looked incredible action though for you, and what a result for you, mate. Really, really.
Yeah,
good.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
What was the hardest part of that race for you?
Trying to pass people without murdering them, mainly. It was a case of just trying to find a good place to make the move and without making contact. That was probably the hardest thing because it's quite tight, quite narrow.
Yeah, definitely. Did you have any interesting battles? I saw you battling with another Porsche. Another Aston Martin at one point, but anything other than that?
I had a couple of scraps of the Ferrari of... Ooh, who was it? It was
Monduzzi?
Medusa, yeah. Had some good scraps of him for a while. But no, otherwise it was trying to catch the Bentley of the police Bentley.
Oh, of course, the police Bentley.
Very.
Right,
Wasn't that successful?
I'm just gonna pop on the race highlights onto this replay for the start. I'm not sure if it's all for Christian Rookie. Oh no, it's everyone. Cool, lovely. So we've got the race highlights going on at the moment in the background. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn it down a bit because it's going to be quite loud, isn't it? I didn't think about that. But yeah, good race, hey? Are you excited for Laguna Seca?
Yeah, Laguna's always a fun circuit. I'm not quite sure how the Aston's going to take it, but we'll see.
Yeah,
But,
well.
Yeah, the amount of curb munching I could do around here without it killing me, it should be good.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Right, well, great talking to you, Kieran, and hopefully next time will be good. See you tomorrow for GT4s.
Yes.
As well.
GT4s tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Lovely evening, mate.
See you later.
We're going to get Luke in up next, I think.
Yeah,
I think we've
Billy
got
Luke.
to get
Billy
Luke.
Luke.
Welcome in, Luke.
Hi, Luke. He's muted.
I'll move you down, Kieran.
I'm unmuted.
Hello, Luke.
There we go.
Hello.
Wow, what a race for you, mate.
That was
Taking
nutty.
was that unexpected pole?
Yes, very much so. Yeah.
Unexpected
I was
pole.
expecting a 40.4, but a 40.2. Yeah, that lap was on the edge.
That was, yeah. I mean, I didn't even get to watch it, but it was just, it looked quick. I thought you were on a invalid lap at the point. Because on my race control it said red.
Yeah, I crossed the line with like 0.1 of a second remaining as well.
Like
Like
that would have
so
been the issue.
that was maybe but no, the first stint was good. Bottatelli was so fast in the first stint.
Yeah.
He was crazy. And then the Porsche, I guess, before his pit stop, he must have just done a really good last few laps before he pitted, because he was like 3 seconds behind, and then he came out of the pits in front. I thought he was a lapped car.
Yeah.
And then when I flashed him and he didn't get out of the way, I was like, what? I was like, shit, he's come out in front.
Wow. I mean, that was incredible. I mean, as me and Chez saw on the stream, it looked like a racing incident at the time.
Yeah.
It sort of looked like you
On the Porsche?
Yeah, with the Porsche at turn 1.
Yeah, so I held it round the outside in T1, and then began to turn it to the right for T2, and we had a tiny bit of contact. And during that contact, it's like our cars kind of stuck together, so as I was trying to turn right, his car pushing me was turning my car to the left. So I think that's just why I ended up running him wide on the right-hander. Just because of that tiny bit of contact, but yeah, I didn't see what happened to him, but saw the time drop off.
Yeah, of course, and I'm guessing you saw that, obviously you got the lead and then the gap dropped, but yeah. Good start of the season for you so far.
Epic
Obviously
start,
not a good start for Robert, who had not the best race, but
No, he got a drive through for
stop
pit
and
speed.
go. It was stop and go.
Stop and go.
Yeah. Which will absolutely ruin anyone's race, especially at Imola, where you lose a lap anyway to pitting.
His pace is much higher than that result.
Yeah.
He was only a couple of tenths off in quali. He's a fast guy, so
he is.
He'll be up for the rest of the season for sure.
He will. It will just be a hard ask to do much more to get the championship, especially if you. I mean, if you're going to get like these good results every race in and out, then
I'll try.
You'll try, but I know, if you do, it'll be even harder for him to get anything better. Yeah.
I mean, I've only driven the Mustang at like 3 tracks so far, so
wow.
I don't know if it's like a one-off that it's really quick at Imola, or if that's a pace it's going to have. But
yeah, well, we'll see for
Fingers
the future.
crossed.
And thank you for chatting to us tonight. See you tomorrow night for GT4s. Should be pretty interesting.
See you then.
Have a good one, mate.
Bye bye.
We're going to get in Fabian now. Welcome in, Fabian. Is it Fabian or Fabio? I saw Fabio on the thing, but...
Fabiano, yes.
Fabiano. Oh, it's Fabiano. My bad.
Yes.
Welcome, Fabiano. How was that for you? Obviously, unfortunate having that incident with Luke near to the end, but a really good result for you in the Lightning McQueen car.
Yeah, it was a very good race, not gonna lie. The overcut worked perfectly for me, because I was hoping that they get in traffic, which I think both leaders did. And I was just all the way chilling behind, just waiting for them to sort them out. And maybe go for a slip-through or something, but the overcut did it for me.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive to do here. Obviously, this is your first race with us at Formula GT. How do you think it went? And, hopefully you're excited for the rest of the championship and perhaps even a championship fight?
It was very fun, though. It was a lot of fun. It was one of the best races I had in a long time. And it was always some action because the field was so spread out that every time a new blue flag was there, or maybe an overtake, or somebody who hasn't pitted yet, so it was always like action on track.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
bro. Well, great talking to you.
Thank you.
Hopefully see you next week at Laguna Seca, which was quite a different track to this, isn't it? But yeah, well done today. Really good performance from you, and hopefully see you next week. Thank you for chatting with us, mate.
Thank you. See you next week.
We're going to get Barry up now. Barry.
Hello.
Wow.
Oi.
Barry. Oi. Wow, what a race that was. You did absolutely fantastic job there.
Oh, I had that Bentley on rails.
I mean,
that was wild.
you started what, 14th, wasn't it?
Something like that, yeah.
And finished P6, I think it was. Or
I did.
P5.
In this strength of field, I'm chuffed for that.
That's incredible.
Very chuffed for that.
I think a lot of it was down to do,
with luck.
Luck, and obviously other people getting involved in incidents, etc. But I mean, just describe how it was for you, and what you were feeling at the end.
I did one of the most amazing moves of my life. So coming into turn 1, I think it was lap 9 or something. I was P13, and the 2 cars ahead of me, there was an incident, and there was 2 cars on the track, and the 2 cars in front of me slowed down, and I found a tiny gap, and just got all 4 cars.
Wow.
I think I went up to P8 in the space of 2 corners.
That's incredible.
I watched the replay back and it was damn close. No, I was going great, and then I overcut in the pit stops because I was like, I think Fabiano said the same thing, just hoping others would get caught in traffic, and they did, it seemed. And then I was sitting P6. I was like, great. Walters was behind me. I was like, right, he's not catching me. By the looks of it, it's fine. And then I saw the rails slowly creep up, and I was like, oh no, he's gonna get me. And then he was starting to take chunks of time out of me, and I was like, he's gonna get me at some point. And then I had to just defend for my life for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, I saw the gap closing at the final 10 minutes. I was like, oh, he's gonna get him. No, he's not. It was a bit like, what's happening?
I think he would have had me. The only thing is, I could just see, same as me, he was sliding along at corner exits. And I think if he hadn't as many slides, he would have got me, no problem. Because he was a lot faster than I was. It was just trying to keep him behind.
Yeah.
I just about did. So I will take P6 happily in this strength of field.
Absolutely. Well,
any day of the week.
Really good stuff. And what do you think the Bentley will be like at Laguna Seca next week? Because that's going to be
terrible. It's gonna be awful. I'm gonna need to try and set it up kind of like very pointy front end, which I know is hard to do in a front engine car.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to try do that because it's a very narrow track, and also very like technical track as well. So
yeah, definitely.
I need to try and make it not feel like a Bentley.
Yeah, feel like a boat. Exactly.
Yeah, I need to try and make it feel less like a boat, which is going to be difficult, but we'll see.
Yeah, Luke's just said in the chat, in the YouTube chat, brave choice, Barry.
Yeah, I thought I'd give myself something different to drive. And it seemed to work out pretty well. The Bentley there's a front engine car that I seem to be able to drive pretty alright, so I'm happy enough with that. Yeah, it didn't feel too bad. I actually felt I think it was in the free practice, the setup felt like ass, and then I made a couple of tweaks to it, and then it started to feel really good. So just glad I made those changes.
Yeah, definitely. Well, great being chatting to you tonight. What a great race for you as well. But on to the next one. It is.
Yeah, Laguna Seca will be interesting.
Definitely.
But I'm excited for it. Awesome. Sure, I'll chat to you next time.
See you next time. Have a good one, man.
Bye.
Bye.
We've finally got Leandro Reinho. Hello.
Hello.
How was your race? I'm not sure where you finished, so you're gonna have to tell us where you finished.
Well, I finished 18th.
Not too bad. Where did you start?
35. So
Wow.
That's good.
That's really good.
That's really impressive.
17 places is better than I hoped for, so I think it was a good race.
Good race then for you. Any
Yeah.
key moments that made you? Oh, we've
Oh.
just seen on screen Mr. Bentley go flying.
Yeah, well, the beginning was a bit off because a lot of touches back there in the grid.
Yeah.
So the first key moment was that one, to avoid every single touch that could be possible. Then the distances between the guys in front of me and in back of me were starting to get bigger. So basically, I made a lone race for most of it. A few times I had one or two competitor near me. Then again, I then a safe race, hoping for the misfortune of the others with the drive-throughs, penalties, and all of sort of that things. And well, I'm happy for the first race.
I didn't say that on stream. I had my mic muted. Yeah, that's a really good result for starting from where you did and getting to where you did in the first race of the championship. I mean, do you have the pace for the top, or will it be like a midfield battle that you're really looking at for the rest of the championship?
I think we'll be a bit slower than the midfield. It is a tough championship. I'm racing in another one, and I'm fighting for the top 3. Here is impossible. I just need to do my safe races, again, hoping for the misfortune of the others.
Yeah, absolutely.
And trying to avoid any issues. I had a moment today, but well, again, I know I can't be fast enough to fight for the top places, but I know if I like consistency lap after lap, I can reach good results like today.
Definitely. Well, been great talking to you, and good result for you in the
Thank you.
first race of the championship. And we'll see you next week at Laguna Seca, I hope.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's see. Have a good one, mate. Thank you for chatting to us.
Thank you.
And we're finally going to get up in here Marvin Reisenhauer, the highest positioned Honda from tonight. Hello, Marvin.
Hello.
How was that race for you? Obviously, quite a good result for the Honda.
Yeah, the result was quite good, but not that much action really. Not
Yeah,
a
I
lot
was
of
going to say
battles.
you were a bit in no man's land after the first few laps, and then during the final section of the race, you were a bit lonely, I guess. Did you have any major battles with anyone, or?
Not really, no. On lap 1 I tried to make a few moves, but made a few mistakes on lap 2, so couldn't really keep up. But yeah, after the pit stop the pace was quite good. So I was catching the guy in P4, but yeah, didn't really have a battle because he made a mistake, so I got past.
We've just literally just seen that move happen on stream in the highlights reel that I'm just playing now. But yeah, I mean, how is the Honda? How is it? Is it different? Is it very similar to another sort of more frequently used car, or is it a bit more of a handful?
It's a handful at first, you have to get used to it. It does have its own head sometimes, so it doesn't always want to do what you want it to do. But yeah, overall, when you get used to it, it's quite a good car.
Nice. Well, you've got a pretty good stance on the championship in the first round. How do you think the championship's going to go for you?
That's very early. Can't really tell at the moment. There are a few tracks on the calendar where the Honda will be an absolute nightmare. But yeah, gonna look forward to Laguna Seca now. And then yeah, let's see what happens.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us tonight, and have a great rest of your evening.
You as well.
See you next weekend.
See you.
And with that, I think it's time for us to say adios, au revoir, goodbye, whatever.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen, yes. Thank you all for joining us tonight for this awesome race. It was absolutely fantastic, wasn't it? But with that, thank you all for joining us. We'll see you next weekend as well for round 2 at Laguna Seca. We'll also see you guys tomorrow evening for GT4s. I think Ches will be hosting that. Hopefully. Maybe. And if you haven't already, please do go and check out our simulations channel, where we're going to be doing stuff like Euro Truck Simulator, OMSI, if we can get it sorted, all of that sort of stuff, Train Sim, War Thunder, those sort of stuff. So please go check us out. We might be live tomorrow doing some Euro Truck, perhaps. But yeah, please do check us out and give us a follow. If you've not already, please do check us out on Discord. Join us on Discord. That's the best way to keep involved and up to date with everything going on here at Formula GT Racing League. Thank you all for joining us tonight. I've been Charlie.
And I've been Isidore.
And thank you all for joining us.
Thank you.